All right, for the menu lab, we're going to create code to do something that presents the user a menu. And we'll have option 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now it won't do anything significant because we don't have any strategic code behind the options as of yet. But I just want to show you how it works and how to program this. So if user selects number 2, what ends up happening is number 2 is selected, your option 2. So the system is giving us feedback. Thank you for your selection. And then it's then identifying that you have selected option 2 from the menu over here. So that would then, if we had some additional code behind it, it'll invoke it. So if we did, for example, number 5 now, your option is 5, exiting the program, and that's it. So it may seem a little bit complicated, but behind the scenes it's actually really not. So let's take a look at the code for this. So first thing we're going to look at is setting up our statements. And again, I'm utilizing a function here. So this time I'm utilizing something very different. I'm saying that while true, so there is no initial variable or anything else, above there. So say while the condition is true, display this particular menu. So all it is just a series of print statements. And from there, just like anything else that we did, we're going to do a user selection variable. And we're going to grab the input, enter your selection, right? So input there, and then it prints out your option is the selection. Thank you for your selection. So basically, this information that you saw here gets printed out there. Now, the next thing is once the user has selected option, we're going to utilize, as you see here, what you see here is a series of if statements, specifically if, elif, 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 elif. So for example, if user selected option number 1, then it prints out this. Otherwise, if the user selected number 2, it'll print out this, 3, etc., etc. And then if the user selected the last option, which was number 5, to exit, notice how this is written. User selection is 5. Print exiting the program, it breaks out, and then it's out of the loop. Otherwise, if the user has not selected any of those particular options, right, it will display invalid selection, please select another valid option. And then this statement will print outside the loop, as we've seen here. So let me clear the screen and rerun the code to show you what happens here. So if I do 99, your option 9, thank you for selection, invalid selection. So all this code here that you guys need to type out is structured that only options 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5 are going to be usable. So again, this is kind of a simple program. You need to write this out because we're going to be utilizing this in a future lab, so I want you guys to have this menu option up and running and ready to go.